All right, guys, here we go. Let's meet the cast of the Skeleton Crew. Chris, kick us off there, buddy.
Alrighty, guys. You might know this guest from such films as Firestarter or Black Widow, and of course as Captain Fern, among many other in the Skeleton Crew. Welcome to the stage, Ryan, Kiera, Armstrong.
All right, guys. Our next guest here appeared in projects such as Dear Santa and Mythic Quest, but Neel Nation, rise up!
All right, our third and definitely not least guest coming up is you might know him as the voice of Antonio from the hit Disney film Encanto. We know him as Wim on the Skeleton Crew. Welcome to the stage, Ravi, Oh, Neel took your spot, man.
Neel took your spot. That's fine. Oh, jeez.
Oh, awkward.
Here, Neel can chill on the table right here.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, that'll work.
All right, yeah. There you go. We're very protective of Neel here. We love Neel. All right, guys. So let's just get right into it. Go back to when you're first generating memories of your life here. What are your first memories of Star Wars just in general?
Hi, my first memory of Star Wars is probably being at my cottage with my dad and watching Empire Strikes Back. I was obsessed with Yoda, etc. Love it. I've been obsessed ever since, and I've been a fan my entire life.
As have I, yeah. Amazing. As have I. I've also been a fan for almost my whole life. I think one of my first Christmases, I received a green Luke Skywalker lightsaber as well as a Darth Vader costume, which was a huge thing for me. And my dad's been the hugest fan for as long as I can remember, and as long as he can remember, I believe. So, yeah, no, it's been a huge part of my life, and I love the universe. It's so fun, and getting to be a part of it is something that it's a very different experience than you would normally have on any other film set or series film set.
Hello. I think my first memories of just Star Wars was the weapons and stuff. I remember I was Darth Vader for Halloween, and also I went to Disneyland with my Darth Vader cosplay, and I think there's a photo of me with Darth Vader, but it was really cute because I'm 3 feet tall, and it next to a 9 feet tall Darth Vader, and I'm just trying to act scary, but it's just not scary at all. So. But no, I think just also watching the movies for the first time was really great too. Can we get some claps for Star Wars?
All right, guys, I'll pick up the next question here. So, you guys all had a chance to work on the groundbreaking technology that is the Volume. Tell us a little bit about what that was like. What was it like to be on the Volume on a virtual set?
It was really crazy. I mean, I think, I don't know, it was kind of if for those who don't know, the Volume is a 360, big TV screen. And it really made because the job of actors is you kind of have to imagine a lot of stuff. But I think the Volume made it easier to imagine stuff because it was right in front of your face. And I don't know, it would always take me by storm and stuff. And I'm still waiting for the day where I can play Mario Kart on it. Okay.
I'm guilty of how many times I've run into the screen on set during filming. I'm guilty of how many times that's happened to me, but it's a very new technology that I've never worked on until Skeleton Crew, and it's you get so immersed in the world more than you'd normally be on any film set. Like Robert said, you have the job of an actor is to use your imagination a lot, and there's still so much room to use your imagination on the Volume, but it's a little bit more immersive, and you really feel like you're there. And yeah, it was made it a lot easier, made our job a lot easier. Loved it.
Very nice.
It is pretty surreal working with it. I remember our first day on set. We kind of got a tour of our ship, which by the way is a really, really huge actual ship. I mean, it doesn't fly, but in my mind it does. But we got a tour of the Volume, and it was we went into hyperspeed for the first time, and it was just maybe one of the coolest experiences in my life. But yeah, for sure made our jobs tremendously easier, and also the visual effects, it moves. Like, there's like birds flying around, and it's honestly one of the coolest things I've ever been able to work with as an actor.
Very nice, very awesome.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, guys. In the show, light spoilers here, folks. Light spoilers. In the show, you guys kind of almost get marooned on a planet once or twice, maybe. And given the choice of any Star Wars planet you could get marooned on, which planet would you most like to be stuck on?
This is extremely basic, but I feel like it's the most like Earth, so add Aden. And I'd be kind of familiar with it, so that would definitely, I feel like I'd be able to manage.
Same thing, I think, for me. If it didn't have to be at Aden, I would say, oh gosh, I don't know, guys. Maybe Tatooine. I'd say I'm most familiar with that one. That's always been one of my favorites. I think probably my dad's favorite. So yeah, for sure. At Aden's a smart one, though. I gotta go with that one as well.
I always would say probably Naboo. That's how you say it, right? I always get scared when I'm saying like weird things. I would always say Naboo, and it's not really like also good for you, but like Hoth. I really like Hoth. I don't know. I think really any of them are great. And she's an amazing pick. So, but for me, I'd probably go Naboo.
You guys remember Aden has like school buses at school. Would you really want to go to a planet that has school?
I'll pass.
Oh, yeah.
No. No school.
That's cool.
What was that?
Someone's lightsaber got popped.
Oh, man.
Sadness.
Dang. Well, I think they sold a few lightsabers here at this point. I think. Let's see. Chris. Yeah, they might. I don't know. Chris.
Alright guys, this is going to be kind of a fun one here. You all know that music is a huge part of the Star Wars universe, whether you're John Williams or even putting in some little hits there and there like Lin-Manuel Miranda. So let's say you are a musical artist in Star Wars. What is your band name or artist name? Like your DJ name?
I always had a joke that would be like DJ Trunk. But also I will say I'm a very big Tyler the Creator fan.
Yeah.
I went to his. I know. I went to his concert. It was really good. I could talk for hours about it.
I actually caught $1. He throws dollars out from the bridge thing. Yeah. We caught one.
That's amazing.
It was ridiculous because everyone was like jumping all crazy and it was like effortless for me. I just picked it out of the air. It was weird. Anyway, Tyler the Creator.
Yeah, so I'd probably say that maybe even Trunk the Creator. It's stupid. It's imagination.
I 1,000,000% support. I will give you all my money. Oh gosh. Oh, this is a hard one, guys. I would say I'll go with the band name, the Whim Wonders.
Yeah.
The Whim Wonders. Catchy. I think that'd be fun. I can't we gotta get Max Rebo in that band. I feel like.
Yeah.
Did we get him in there? Yeah. Yeah. So much fun.
Play some keys.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
I feel like Fern would be into like some 80s rock. But I don't know if you know the Terminator, but I think she would be the Ferninator.
Ooh.
So Kent, what would yours be?
Oh, dude, I was not just Blue Milk Latte. We'll just leave it like that. Blue Milk Latte.
I got one.
Yeah.
My band would be called the Power Converters. It ends with a Z, and our album's called Straight Outta Tashi.
Who's buying that album? Anybody? Yeah. Hey, you got a couple units sold, man.
The Z is the important part of that.
Yeah, definitely. All right. What lesson from working on the Skeleton Crew show specifically do you think you guys are going to take with you on the rest of your careers here?
That's a good question. I mean, I had never worked, like I said, with the technology of the volume or even just the amazing characters that they would make. And just knowing how to communicate with the puppeteers, who you'd be like, okay, so when I say this line, you're going to react this way. But what's like really cool, even with Neel, it's so cool. It's a real head. And it blinks, the trunk moves, and it's so cool working with them. But learning how to manage and interact with a puppet.
Definitely puppets are a huge part of the experience on Skeleton Crew, which is going to be very helpful for future projects. But I feel like communication, not just with puppeteers and other actors, but with like the crew and directors is always very important, especially on such a wide scale production like any Star Wars set is. You know, there's gonna be big, like huge film sets like that in huge environments where there's a lot going on and a lot of communication that's involved. And you know, especially with the directors, we had such a fun time working with the directors, always asking questions. Yeah, that's always important, always fun, and really just being in the moment, in the experience. It's so fun, and you know, it's the only time maybe the only time you're gonna get to play the character, so you know, just enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I always really think the puppets are definitely a big one. I mean, I'm so cute. Like, I think definitely just puppets would be definitely a big one, yeah.
I will say I really like the amount of practical stuff that was in that show. Like, the robots are real, and the aliens are real. Like, it was really good.
Yeah. I think we have enough time for just one audience question. If there's anybody who,
Let him ask.
yeah.
No, let him ask.
Let who? Okay, come here, buddy. Come here. Let's ask a question. Let's give it up for James, everybody. James. Let's go ahead and ask a question, bud.
What was your favorite part about the show?
Good one. Can I just start by saying I'm so sorry about your lightsaber? I saw that and I'm so sorry. But my favorite part of the show would probably be a lot of like the Hannah stuff on episode 4. I really like filming with her. She's amazing, and yeah, I don't know. I really like filming a lot of stuff in episode 4. So
Yeah, a lot of the stunt work, getting to work with so many directors. There was a multitude of directors, and they were all so unique and so fun in their own way, and getting to work with them and all their different styles and getting to know them is a lot of fun. Just being around everybody, so many talented minds, getting to work with them and bring, you know, Watts and Ford's vision to life.
What's really cool is that like all of our crew like worked on past Star Wars films as well. So like Mandalorian, Ahsoka. Actually, Ahsoka shot right next to us.
Hey, that's awesome.
Yeah, but so hearing their stories, but also the crew and directors would kind of keep things a secret. So when we went on set, it would be our raw, honest reactions. So that was really, really cool.
Very nice, very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Ryan, Kiera, Armstrong here. Let's give it up for Ravi, Cabot-Conyers, and Neel Nation, Robert Timothy Smith. Thank you so much for your time. They will be located stage right. If you want to say hi to them, they are more than welcome. Yeah. Skeleton crew, skeleton crew, skeleton crew, skeleton crew.